This is Shirley from Alaska. I'm originally from Indiana and my relation's from Kentucky. And I've always heard about Polk, but I don't think I've ever ate it. But when I read about it, I thought, whoa, I don't think everybody knows about Polk. But Polk, it says, works principally on the skin and on the glands. And on the main gland that it works on is if you have a thyroid gland or enlarged spleen gland. And when we was in Maryland with my daughter, I was at a conference in Washington, D.C. for a week, and we went and visited a week with my daughter when she lived in Maryland. They had taken us to a library where they had this German guy. They bought tickets to go in, and all you seen was bones. Bones every place. But this guy did autopsies. He did one every single day, and in fact, I even bought his DVD, and it was $82. But I showed it here at the shop, and it was really amazing what they do with autopsies, because people can donate their bodies, and he slices them up, and he does all that. But it wasn't, it wasn't bad. I mean, you learn a lot from it and everything like that. But the main gist of it, what I found out, well, we went there, and we was there all day, and I thought it was very interesting. Well, then it came to Anchorage, and we went up to Anchorage, and it was a lot cheaper because they didn't have all the bones like they had up there. It was only like $22 to get in each, and we went to the museum and went in and seen it. But one thing I found out here was that your lymph gland system, your spleen, people that has MS, their spleen is 7 times larger than the regular spleen. And they had the spleen in the case, there's a regular spleen, and then they had a spleen 7 times larger. And I thought, whoa. And then when I was reading this, it says to take Polk for enlargement of spleen. It just takes a herb to help to bring that thing down. And I thought, if people could just put 2 and 2 together and come up with 4, it would really help them and save their lives. It is said to be wonderful for congestion of the lymphatic. Polk is a remedy for skin problems. If you have scabies, it's good for that. Anytime that you have any skin, if you're not eliminating what it is your blood is dirty. And you use Polk, and it helps to clean eczema, psoriasis, varicose veins, leg ulcers. It relieves the pain of burns and promotes rapid healing. It even helps in the throat, in the mouth. It can help chronic mucus, laryngitis, influenza, mucus. It can help with tonsillitis. I used to have tonsillitis every week. But see, a lot of times, I figured when I was a kid, every week I was to the doctor having a shot. I mean, I was sick all the time. And it was because I was eating wrong. And now, since I've been eating to my blood type and started eating correctly, I mean, me and my husband, we just don't get sick. And most time it's from eating wrong. And when you eat wrong, the mucus accumulates, and then you got blowing your nose. I can't remember when. I used to take a box of Kleenexes and blow my nose because I had so much congestion. I don't have that no more because you make it yourself, and with O blood, you make it with dairy products. And we just can't break them down. And then all at once the body said, that's enough. And then here comes it out through the nose because they're completely covered with the mucus. And so most time when people have a lot of trouble with allergies, I always tell them, get off the dairy products because that's number 1 right there, dairy. And more you get your liver cleaned out, when your liver's cleaned out, your allergies goes away. Okay, it says in China, they use it for dropsy, for parasites, for rheumatism, and for arthritis. The young shoots are commercially canned in America, but in the South, where it's known for Polk, many novices hear the name of Polk salad, but they're very disappointed by the taste of it. And I mean, it's what I've been told, it's very, very strong. And so what they usually do is they get the greens and they cook it. They overcook it. They just cook it and cook it and cook it and cook it. And then what they do is they overboil it and they put salt and pepper and hog fat in it. And when they do that, it kind of covers up the strong taste, and then they just love it. But before that, it's very strong. Polk leans itself well to its cooking style. It's a strong taste. It's best tamed by boiling for a few minutes and cast off the first water, and then simmer about 15 minutes and add the oil and the butter and the seasoning to taste. One must be sure to only gather the young shoots. When they become older, they become toxin. And I think that's one reason that I really never got into it, because if people could get hold of the vine or the root, it's toxin, but the leaves are fine. They can be seriously poisoning. Some people think that the taste is superior than asparagus and cooks them and serves them with butter and covers them with a white sauce. But be sure never to use the root. The historical use they help to remove corns, congestion, helps move the lymphatic, it helps enlarge thyroid glands, chronic eczema, psoriasis, varicose veins, leg ulcers, skin abscess, burns, throat conditions, parasites, swelling, and skin infection. Remember, the toxin can be absorbed through the skin. People who harvest this herb should wear gloves. Skin abrasions have resulted from handling the root. The fruit is less toxin. The leaves and immature, they're fine. It's the root and the stems is toxin. And if you get an overdose of it, you become nausea, vomiting, burping, great thirst. You have a feeble pulse. You have dimness of vision. You have coldness. Yeah, but they say it doesn't really kill you, but it sure can make you sick if you eat the root. But the benefits outweigh it, because it helps with the lymphatic, aches and pains, reduces soreness, restlessness, aching in back and your shoulders. So Polk is something that can be used if you want to use it, and it's good especially for your lymphatic. Have a great day.